Biden's open border policy creates a problem for all Americans, and children in particular paying the price.
Coming up next.
Elon Musk said the president is whoever's controlling Joe Biden's teleprompter. And it's like he's
That's
like
funny.
modern day Ron Burgundy president, you know. All right, welcome back. You're watching Wise Guys, and you know what? Every week, Cara and I amaze and amuse you by hitting the streets and talking to regular Americans. But then the part I always like best, we take it to the table right here at Spark Steakhouse, world famous Spark Steakhouse, and we have the sit down. And the experts at our table talk about what Americans want to talk about. Joining me tonight at the table, America's boxer, Golden Gloves champion, political activist Cara Castronuova is with us, as usual. And pinch hitting tonight for America's lawyer, Lou Gelomino, my good buddy, and the host of the This Is America podcast, Rich Valdés on WPHT in Philly. And also, for those of you who don't know, Mr. Call Screener Guy on the Mark Levin Show. So great people at the table. And this week, we break our streak of having all paisans at the table. But we bring in a legend to talk about this week's topics. We're joined by none other than Michael Savage. Today, I really want to get the sense, Cara and I talked to a lot of people, and they're like, there should be baby formula for American moms if there's baby formula for illegal moms at the border. And it seems like some Border Patrol agents leaked these photos. There are pallets, like Obama's pallets of cash that went to Iran. There are pallets of baby formula down at the border, and women are lined up in CVS's everywhere. What does this say about the Biden regime, that they care more about border moms than American moms?
Well, they screwed it up. They're not managing it right. But we can't just blame the fact that a lot of the formula went to the border. That's only one part of it. I studied a little bit, John. It's a multifactorial problem. We had the Abbott lab shut down over alleged microbes. We had soy production down in the fields. We had the fact that the USDA is the largest buyer of infant formula in the U.S. for the WIC program. And there's another factor or two, John, that I could figure out. Breastfeeding is no longer that popular for a number of reasons. Women don't want to do it as much anymore. So there's a lot of factors. It would be easy to say, yeah, we're just shipping too much to the border. But there was a breakdown at a lot of levels and change in social mores. This is the best I could figure it out.
Michael, I want to ask the esteemed woman at the table about this. But, you know, Cara, it's weird, right? If I was president of the Goomba country, I would say, wait a minute. We have a whole bunch of stuff down there in Mexico for those people trying to break in our country, and we have none here. Clean that out, ship it up, send it where we need it, and solve the problem. What do women feel about this?
I think women are frustrated, but especially women in lower income families that we talk to, and you know, neighborhoods that don't have as much money, because they feel like, why is our government sending supplies that we need, that we would love to get, that we can't even afford? And of course, we'd like to have it for free too, down to the border. It's frustrating, and a lot of people are really frustrated with Joe Biden.
Rich,
100%.
You come from the minority community. You probably have a lot of mixed thoughts. I know you're a great conservative. What do you think about this regime, you know, taking care of, you know, the immigrants before the Americans?
So I think Biden's open border policy creates a problem for all Americans, and children in particular paying the price. We wouldn't even have a problem with shortage of formula if it weren't for Biden enforcing certain FDA rules that he probably didn't need to do, or his team. And moreover, the reason there's pallets and pallets and pallets at the border is because there's an unending amount of children coming through. Again, fault on Biden. So if he actually stuck to the law, followed the asylum laws that are in place, if he stuck with Trump's TPP program, the Remain in Mexico policy, we wouldn't see these problems. We've seen the border under control before, and I think we can get there again if Biden can get his head out of you-know-where and do what's right for America.
I do want to ask you all, is Trump still the kingmaker, Cara?
I think so, and the queenmaker, any female he endorses too.
The they-maker? Is he the they-maker?
Yes, he is.
But what do you think about Trump's kingmaker status, Rich?
Yes, the president, the 45th president, Donald Trump, like I call him, Donaldus Magnus El Trompito, the 45th president of these United States. I think he definitely has the most sway of anybody in the Republican Party. And moreover, it's because he governed very conservatively, but yet he's somewhat of a moderate in how he comes across in his background. So I think he really appealed to both sides of the big tent, and he has a lot of gravitas. So yeah, I think it's wise to say, if you want to make moves politically, you want the endorsement of El Trompito.
I like what Elon Musk said. The president is whoever's controlling Joe Biden's teleprompter. And it's like, he's
That's
like
funny.
the modern day Ron Burgundy president, you know. But Mr. Savage, thank you so much. I didn't even realize that I would have a representative of the Levin Show and Michael Savage on the same panel in the same day. So this is like the holy grail of radio for me. But thank you so much for coming in with us today. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, folks.
You're officially, for today, you're officially a Goomba. And we love having you at the table with us. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, folks. Bye now.
When you're at Sparks Steakhouse, you always got to be worried, because this is the place where John Gotti and Sammy the Bull Gravano killed Paul Castellano, the Godfather at the time, in real life, right upstairs. And Joe Biden and his regime are trying furiously to kill this country as we know it. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about a couple things. The big news everybody's talking about, it's the modern day OJ trial. Amber Heard, Johnny Depp, slugging it out for all to see. Does this prove that maybe the man isn't always wrong? We'll look at that and more right after this. Do not move. Coming up next on Wise Guys.
Guys get railroaded because they're rich, because they're famous. And I think this is a step in that direction where we're saying, you know what? Everything we've been told to believe isn't always so.
So many years, everybody said, just believe women, just believe women. And now I think that's going to shift a little bit.